Hello, everyone. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother. So happy to see you all here on a Friday. Time for the Friday weekly wrap-up. I am live on my YouTube channel and also simulcasting on Instagram. I need to start out with a great big thank you. Oh my goodness gracious, you are bringing tears to my eyes. Betty Flesher, a beloved member of this channel, a very generous super chat. Thank you. A little something for Elliot and Aubrey. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man, you know how to get to my heart. I am so grateful to you. Thank you so much for that. That's so kind. For those of you who don't know, Elliot and Aubrey are my brand new grandchildren. They are still in the NICU, which is where many twins start their lives on Earth. They're doing very well. And everyone, our members and everyone on this channel has been so supportive. Their mom, my daughter Allison, has promised that as soon as they can come home, they can be on cam. So she's going to come in and you'll get to meet them live here on YouTube. And I feel such a strong sense of family and connection with you. And Betty Flesher, thank you so much for that. I also want to say thank you for Julie Rogan for the super chat with blessings for the babies. Thank you so much for that. And oh my goodness gracious, Nesty, a very, very generous super sticker. Really, really. And she said she beat me to the baby gift. Those are going to be some spoiled babies, and we knew that, right? That's not a surprise. So thank you, Nesty, for that very kind gift. Really, really appreciate you, appreciate your membership here, and appreciate that thoughtful gift. And I just, your presence here is a gift. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. And thank you to the folks on Instagram for your kind words and your support here. To be honest with you, for the longest time, Allison said she was not having babies. And, we're not the kind of parents to put pressure on that kind of thing. It's fine. And it was only, in the past couple of years where she was like, I think we'd really like to do this. And so here we are. And she was really clear. We're doing it, and we're doing it once. So I was really happy that it's twins because we get two of them. And they're doing super well. They'll be in the NICU for a while longer, and they're just doing great. And Allison and Damien are really learning how to care for them. They spend most of their time every day in the NICU with them. And it's just a beautiful thing. So thank you. Oh my goodness, Pamela Lay, thank you so much for that. Wow. So, man, I can be here talking about tarot and y'all support me. But I be here talking about the grandchildren and you support me. So appreciated. Thank you so much for that generous super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Robin, I'm not sure how much they weigh now. When they were born, they were under 4 pounds each. They were like 3'7" and 3'9". I know they have gained a ton of weight. And they now actually look like human babies, still very tiny. But I'll ask Allison today what their weight is. I'll let you know tomorrow. So thank you so much, Pamela. Congratulations, light, live, and healing. Most appreciated. Thank you. And I haven't shared pics yet because the pics have been like very sort of institutional, if that makes sense. They're all hooked up to things, but as soon as I can get actual baby pictures, I will be sharing them. And they are, the sweetest little things. Oh my goodness, you can already see personality in them. You can see both their mother and their father in their features and in their personality. So thank you so much once again. Love, that was love. Okay, let's read that again. Hang on a minute. It was light, love, and healing. Yay. Thank you. So Pamela, Nesty, Julie, Betty Fleischer, and Lisa Harmon. Oh my goodness, I almost missed that one. How do you miss that? Okay, so let's start this again. Lisa Harmon, Betty Fleischer, Julie Rogan, Nesty, Pamela, and oh my goodness, Angelic Michelle. Thank you so much for the super chats and super stickers. Really, really appreciate this. I appreciate all of you every single day. I appreciate your being here and interacting and having fun with us. But supporting me, supporting my family, supporting this channel with super chats and super stickers, so appreciated. Thank you. And thank you all to the members, those people, which I think all of you are as well. Everyone has made a super chat and super sticker today. These are people who make monthly contributions to this channel, a monthly commitment to the channel. If you're interested in membership, I'll tell you this. You can do it at one of 3 levels. And if you get to a place where you're not feeling like it's working for you or you're not feeling like you're affording it, you can just go back to being a regular subscriber and I'll still love you. But members do get a lot of extra perks, and quite honestly, most of those perks are more videos. So if you like this content and you want more of it, there's a whole playlist that is members only, and I try to make it pretty entertaining and informative, and I'm working on some new members only videos right now. We also do a members only live stream once a month. All right, so if I can contain myself in my appreciation for a minute here, let's get going with what we're here to do. It is the Friday Weekly Wrap-Up. We try to do this every Friday where we do single cards. We'll do 1 card for the collective and then a single card for anyone who requests to wrap up the week. And this is such an interesting thing because we often use tarot to look to the past. This is really using the cards to look at this very most recent past, just the past 5 days, based on the idea that the work week is Monday through Friday. Now, I know a lot of us, my work week is 7 days a week. A lot of us don't have a traditional work week. But on Monday, we do the 3-card weekly reading with individual cards for anyone who asks. And so, if you were here on Monday and you remember what your card was on Monday, go ahead and put that in the request. When you make your request for a card today, because it's fun to look at the card you got to start the week and the card you've got to end the week, and to sort of see how that all played out. We can really get a nice view of your week. Now, as part of my series, and this is where those of you on Instagram, if you want to come on over to YouTube, you can see better, because I have Card Cam on YouTube. Part of my series of look at my really, really ancient beat-up decks. Here is an ancient beat-up Aquarian tarot that I don't even remember when I was using it, but man, it is so beat up. But I thought it would be fun to use that today. Aquarian tarot is such a great deck. So that's what we're going to use. Let me get shuffled. Hey, Gong Gypsy, I know you. Nice to see you. And thank you, everyone who's here on Instagram and everyone, of course, here on YouTube. Really appreciate all of you. So let me get shuffled. And we'll do 1 card for the collective to wrap up the week and individual cards in the order that I see them. All right. And those of you who are on Instagram, if you'd like to come on over to YouTube, it's Christiana Gaudet Tarot. That's easy, right? My first name, my last name, and the word tarot. So my first name, my last name, and my job, right? Over on YouTube, come on over. All right. Just getting shuffled. And we will do a card for the collective. Here we go. Justice. Man, I like to see this card. I think a lot of us are feeling that there's so much that happens in the big picture, in the small picture, that isn't fair, that isn't right. We may not all agree on what we think is fair or not fair, but I think everyone is feeling like there's a lot going on that isn't right and isn't fair. And when I see the Justice card to speak of this past week, it gives me hope. It gives me hope that the wheels are in motion to bring a better balance, to bring some sense of understanding, to bring some equilibrium and some fairness and justice to those who need it. And so may it be so, and may this actually reflect what the energy has been this week and the seeds that will be planted going forward. All right. I will take these in the order in which I see them, starting with Lisa Harmon. Lisa, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for being a member here, and thanks for being here today. So, your card on Monday was the 9 of Swords. Oh my goodness. Let's see how you end the week. You are ending the week with the 4 of Pentacles. I think you have done a great job this week with priorities and self-care. Coming into the week with some difficulties, it seems like you've really looked at, okay, what's important? What do I have to do? How do I protect myself? And how do I take care of myself? So I think you've done a very good job resolving some stuff. And I hope you end the week feeling better than you were at the beginning of the week. All right. And oh my goodness, we have Robin Renee. You know, Robin Renee is the one who gave me the name Tarot Fairy Godmother, which I'm really leaning into. You know, I had like I was a young tarot reader for many years. I was a young tarot reader, and I can't claim that anymore. So I was really looking at like, who am I as an older tarot reader? And Robin Renee gave it to me. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. Thank you so much for the super chat, Robin Renee, and thanks for being a member here. All right. So Jake, you're the next one I see. Your Monday card was the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see how we end the week. And hey, Barrett Ermy, I see you over there on Instagram. I'll get to you next. Yes, I will. Happy to see you, my friend. Okay, Jake. Oh, look at you. The 9 of Swords reversed. This is one of those cards I would much rather see reversed. I feel like this week you really did bring some things into balance, found a way to find some healing or some resolution to some things that were hurting you. And in that, I feel like you are creating for yourself sort of an even field from which to move forward and do what you need to do and want to do. So that's good. All right. Let me jump over to Instagram and Barrett Ermy, my good friend. Hope you're doing well. Barrett Ermy has a channel on YouTube as well. I think it's just called Barrett Ermy or Barrett Ermy Tarot. Not sure, but I know he does, so check it out. Oh my goodness. Okay, a card just popped out, and it's the Fool. We're going to go with that for you, Barrett. You know, as we close up this week, I think you made some plans to have some fun. I think you're trying some new things. I think you're finding lots of ways to explore and learn and grow and doing it with some joy, you know? And, you know, there's a lot of things that we don't know in life, and sometimes we don't know what we don't know, but we have to kind of explore and learn as we go. And I think you've been doing that this week, and that's fabulous. All right. The next request I see is Pamela's Insight. Nice to see you. Your Monday card was the 8 of Wands. And here is your wrap-up card, Pamela. Oh, look at that. The 10 of Wands, or in this deck, of course, it's called the 10 of Rods, reversed. So you are moving forward with that suit of Wands. And what is that? That's creativity. It's passion. It's motivation. It's fire. It's finding the fire within you and finding your way forward. And you are doing that, and you did that this week. So that is great. Nalini Kalu, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member of this channel. We really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Look at that. I shuffled, but you're the second person to get the 4 of Pentacles. And I think it makes sense for you. I think that this has been you this past week and recently in general, really learning how to rely on yourself, take care of yourself, trust yourself, have boundaries, and in a way, put yourself first. I think it has been your nature all the way through, in a way, to put other people first all the time. And, it's like the oxygen thing on the airplane. You got to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I think that's what you're learning. Hey, Clumsy Clairvoyants, so nice to see you, and so nice to see you as a member of our channel once again. Happy, happy, happy. Here is a card for you. Okay. Clumsy Clairvoyants. The Hierophant. So I love this card for you for this week. I feel like you are really finding what your authority is and how to use your authority and how to grow in that. How to create a voice that others hear and that inspires others. How to take the knowledge and the wisdom that you have and deliver it in a way that people can really hear. And of course, Clumsy Clairvoyance has a channel here on YouTube under that same name, so make sure you check that out so you can hear the wisdom that clearly we see she has. All right. Chara Saddlemeyer, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Okay, a card for you and for Lucian. We're going to start with you, Chara. Here we go. The Five of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like you have found some opportunities this week. You have started looking toward the future and looking toward what's good. I feel like there has been, over a recent time, some loss, some upset, some disappointment. But now you're turning that around and you're saying, okay, here we are. What can I do to move forward? What do I have here that's good? What are my opportunities? And you've done a good job with that this week. And I think that's really going to pay off for you. Now, for Lucian, let's see what we got for Lucian. Lucian, the Hermit reversed. I wonder if you had a chance to spend some time either in person or online or texting or whatever with some people that you enjoy. Making some new friends, spending time with friends this week. And I do feel like that's an important thing to do and something that might be an energy that goes with you going forward as well. Hermit reversed does remind you that your studies are important, but also that having friends and spending time with friends is important in equal measure. All right. Hey, Febborn, nice to see you. You had the Four of Wands reversed on Monday. Would like to end the week on a positive note. Yeah, let's try. Let's see what we can do for you. All right. Here we go. And you got your wish. Nine of Cups. Literally, you got your wish. That's something that card means. It's the card of wishes fulfilled. And so I feel like you spent some time this week thinking about, what do you want? How do you get it? How do you make that happen? And I think you spent time this week thinking about that, and that really is the first step toward making it happen. And so I think we are ending the week on a positive note for you, Febborn, recognizing that, when we look at what our wishes are not always all going to be achievable. There's a lot of things we wish for we're not going to get. But there are wishes that are absolutely achievable, and I think you're figuring out what those are and how to get them. So that's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Okay. And, Chara, you have been a member with us for 7 months. Thank you so much for that, and I appreciate you. She says, we appreciate your insight. I say, I appreciate you being here. Okay, Von Ray, you're the next one I see. Thank you for being a member here. Really appreciate you. And I do see requests on Instagram as well. I see so soulful and Donna Cedar. I will get to you next. I'm going to do Von Ray over on YouTube. And Von Ray, again, thank you for being a member. Here's a card for you. The Ace of Wands. This week, I think you had some inspiration. I don't know if it was creativity, work, social, what you need to do in life, but I think you had some inspiration. And whatever it is, it's lighting a fire under your butt. Let's keep that going because you are creative and you are spiritual and you are connected and you haven't been feeling connected to all of that. You haven't been feeling connected to yourself. And this says that we're beginning to see that happen. And let's let that happen and let's let that really grow within you going forward. All right, switching over real quick to Instagram. So soulful. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I hope you come over and join us on YouTube before too long. But here we go. This week, 5 of Wands reversed for you. And what that says is you did a really good job working with people, negotiating with people, avoiding conflict, and finding a way to deal with people in the least egregious way possible. It may not have been easy. And, sometimes when we avoid conflict, we really shouldn't. But it looks like you were in a situation where you really had to find a way to work with some difficult energies or work with some difficult people, and you did a great job. Okay, Donna Sidor over on Instagram. The 4 of Cups. Donna, I think it was a tough week for you. And I think there's a lot you need to think about what are your options, what are your choices, and what are you going to do? I think you've been kind of feeling like you've been in a position where you haven't liked any of your options, where you don't feel like you have real possibilities. And I think you're going to have to work through that and see what the possibilities are and what you want to do with that. All right, back over to people on YouTube. Horse Fan Dunn, thank you for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Happy Friday to you. Monday was the sun. Very good for me in all the ways you said. So let's see how we wrap up the week for you. The Empress reversed. I wonder if there are ways that you need to be nurturing yourself that you're not. I am so glad you had a good week, and I'm not trying to take any of that away. But I feel like there may be ways that you are not allowing yourself all of the nurturance that you could. So I think we're asking you to just look at, are there ways you could be kinder to yourself? Are there ways you could take better care of yourself in body, mind, or spirit? Just a thing to think about. Hey, Cassandra, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. That's right. Monday you got 2 cards because they jumped out. The Queen of Swords and the World, right? Okay. So let's see. How many cards are gonna jump out for you now? Let's see. Oh, the 10 of Swords reversed. So I do feel like there was a lot going on this week. I think you handled it well, and I think you may have solved some problems to make things go smoother going forward. None of this is easy. And this week you may have become very aware of how not easy it is. But I think you're finding ways to get out from underneath it and make things better. Betty Flesher, thank you for being a member. Thanks for the members, using the members only emoji. Thank you so much for the generous gift. I can't wait to buy toys for the babies. I can't wait till they're old enough to play with toys. Oh my gosh, because then I can play with them too. Monday's card was the Ace of Wands reversed. I remember that actually. Okay. I shuffled, you saw me shuffle, and yet the 9 of Swords reversed once again, and I think it's appropriate, where this week you really spent some time thinking about what's working, what's not working, what's making you happy, what's bugging you. And I think you spent some time figuring all of that out. And I don't know if you have all the solutions yet, but figuring out what the problems are, that's a way toward the solution. And I promise you there are solutions here. So I think you did some good work. It may not have been the most fun, but it's important because you really want to get to that place where you can turn that Ace of Wands around and be in that fire energy, because that's where you belong. You know that. I know that. You know that. We all know that. Okay, Julie Rogan, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And thank you for the blessings for the babies. Oh my gosh, do you know, even though they were born like early, even though they were born early, they were born with hair. They both had hair on their heads, and that hair is still there. Can you believe it? All right, so Julie Rogan, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for being a member here. And here is a card for you. Temperance. What a great card. Okay, so I think you did a great job this week, keeping your patience, keeping your balance, finding solutions to problems, and engaging your creativity. That is fabulous and oh so necessary. So very, very well done with that. Very well done. All right, and I hope that energy continues to stay with you. You know, the original keywords for this card, art, time, and alchemy. So time is sort of like the patience. It's going to take time to do what you need to do. Art, literally creativity, but also creative solutions. And alchemy, that bit of magic that makes things happen. And I feel like you engaged all of that this week. Hey, Raquel Revelta, Art and More. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Five of Cups. I wonder if this was a bit of a hard week for you, Raquel, if there was some disappointment or some upset, or if you weren't feeling your best. You know, the thing with the Five of Cups is we have to acknowledge where the difficulty is. But we also have to acknowledge the good things. There's a balance there. And I think you did a good job with that this week, holding space for difficulty where you needed to do that, but also finding the things that are inspiring, remembering the things that are good in your life. And you did well with that as well. All right. Peggy Lou Leven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using the members only emoji. Nice to see you. The next request I see is Smile Soul 20. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is your card for the wrap up. Hey, look at you. Finally, you got the 10 of Cups. So, you know, I'm having, like, this card could say, oh, you met someone special this week, but I have a feeling if you did, I'd already know about it. I don't want to, like, make that presumption, but I bet you'd let me know, like, the minute you do. Well, maybe not the minute, but a few minutes thereafter. But this card really suggests that you did some things to help create the energy of creating that partnership that you really want in your life. And so this is hopeful. It's also a good card for family. Maybe you spent some time with family members that you enjoy. Maybe you had a conversation with a friend or family member that was positive. One way or the other, this is a fabulous card. I hope you did indeed have a fabulous week, but one way or the other, you set up this energy that going forward, I think is going to bring you exactly what you want. All right. Peggy Lou Leven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Your Monday card was Two of Pentacles. Here is your wrap up. Just giving a little riffle shuffle here. And I know that whenever you see me riffle shuffle, there's always at least one person who is cringing and saying, oh, that's how her cards get so beat up. Yep, it's a fact. It's a fact. I've probably been through 3 or 4 of these decks. Because like a deck that's this beat up, I won't use with clients. I'll use it here because it turns out y'all like to see my beat up decks. So, you know, when I beat one up, I buy another one. And that's what I do. So, okay, Peggy Lou, Monday's card was the Two of Pentacles. What do we have for you today? You're the second one, you saw me shuffle, to get the Empress reversed. And Peggy, I feel like there's ways that you are not feeling nurtured and you are not feeling connected to that energy. I feel like this was a tough week for you. that you didn't feel well or you didn't feel well taken care of. There is some advice here, first of all, to call in the grandmothers, call in the female ancestors and ask them to help you. And make sure you connect to the healing energy of the earth the best way that you can to give you that energy that you need. Hey, Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. You had the Ace of Wands on Monday. Well, that was a good way to start, especially for an artist like you. Okay. Wow, you had the Ace of Wands on Monday, and over the week they have multiplied. Whatever you did a good job taking that energy and running with it and working with it, because you end the week with the with the 8 of Wands. Of course, they're called rods in this deck, but it means the same thing. So I feel like you might have started a project or have a good idea for a project or are planning some travel. And I just feel like the energy is high. You have done a good job riding on your own energy, on your own creative energy, on your own enthusiasm to figure out what you want to do, where you want to go, and to recognize you are the master of your own destiny. And you don't even have to know where you're going. You just have to know that you're going. So what a good job you did this week. I hope you're feeling great because your cards are great. And you're great. I've had the privilege of meeting you in person at StarCon and hope to see you again at StarCon 2023. In fact, I hope to see all y'all at StarCon 2023. Tickets will be available soon. All righty. Nesty, once again, thank you for that very generous super sticker. And thank you for being a member here. A wrap-up card for you, of course. I shuffled. You know, it could be that this card is a little bent and therefore is like coming up a lot. But I gotta believe if you got it, you got it, and I'm going to interpret it for you. Nesty, this week, were you not feeling in your power? Were you not feeling your creative flow the way you want to? Were you not feeling nurtured, protected the way you need to? Let's turn this card right side up for you to welcome your creativity, your success, your abundance, your sense of connection to all of life. Let's welcome those energies for you now going forward. All right. Hey, Shaloyer, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Okay. The 4 of Cups on Monday. So starting out the week with not the easiest cards, certainly. We're shuffling again. Okay. 4 of Cups on Monday. And wrapping up with the Knight of Rods, or the Knight of Wands, reversed on Friday. I feel like it might have been a little bit of a tough week. You might not have felt in your full energy, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I think there's some question that you're thinking about in terms of direction, where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to make that happen, what is possible, whether that's a career question, a relationship question, or a life question in general. And the thing is, what this really says to me is it's good to ask that question. That gives you energy and agency in terms of recognizing that you are in a position where you can make some choices. And this week you may have been thinking about those choices and what you might want to do. Keep thinking about it. You'll figure it out and allow that inspiration to flow. Oh, Amy Foreman, so nice to see you. That's such a nice thing to say. And Pamela, right. You know, I wanted so badly to spoil my own children, but you're not supposed to do that. So I am going to spoil my grandchildren. Yes, I am. Hey, Cheryl Jefferson, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I will eventually be sharing some pictures of the babies. I do have the parents' permission to do that. And as I said, the parents are even willing, once the babies are home and doing well, to bring the babies in so you can meet them on live stream. So that's going to be exciting. Hey, Angelic Michelle, so happy to see you. Glad you're here. Teresa Chase, yours is the next request that I see. Teresa Chase, thank you for being a member here. This has been a weird week off. The tower reversed on Monday, but all is good. So that's great. So let's see what you get. The King of Cups. Hey, how's your love life, my friend? This week, I wonder if maybe you went through some healing that could have to do with the tower reversed, having to do with hurts and disappointments and relationships in the past, romantic relationships, family relationship, friendship, whatever. And I think now, as we look back at this week, I think you did have a chance to kind of heal your heart and remember who you are and remember how much strength you have emotionally and how much energy you have to share love in all of its forms. You know, that King of Cups can really speak to the highest vibration of unconditional love. It can also speak to a romantic interest. So, however that played out for you this week, it's a good thing. All right. So the next question I see is Martha Vink, my good friend. A card for the week. Yes, indeed. I know you're settling in, and Robin. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Excuse me, Martha, I'm just doing a bunch of things. I am so sorry I missed you. Thank you for using that chat to point it out, Robin. You are so uplifted. Babies are blessed to come to your family. I asked earlier for a card. Maybe you missed me. Yes, I did. And I do miss people. I don't mean to, but I do. If I accidentally missed you, do as Robin did and just let me know. Robin, I will get to you next. I'm going to do Martha, and then I'm going to do you. And thank you so much for that. Okay, so now just going back to Martha. Then y'all have to be patient with me. Here we go. Here's Martha. Okay. Martha, here is a card for the week that was for you, the Four of Wands. I think this week you did a good job to kind of come into your new job and your new community, to be welcomed in, and to find the good things about all of that and find the ways that you're going to fit in here and make this work and figure out what the structure of this is going to be. You did a very good job, and I hope you are feeling good about it. Okay, Robin, once again, I am sorry. This is Rob D44. Thank you for being a member here for 6 months. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings for the babies. And here is your card. Thank you for your patience with me. Here's your card. The Eight of Pentacles reversed. I wonder, Robin, if this week you discovered that there was like something in your life that wasn't working. Now, that could be anything. That could be, I've been doing it this way and it's not working. Or it could be, my toaster's not working. I need a new one. You know, it could be any of those things. But something about figuring out what's not working and finding a way to either replace it or fix it or do something different. So, you know, if it was like literally having to replace an appliance, that's one thing. But if it's something deeper, something in your life, looking at, it's not working when I do it this way, let me try it this way, that can be very insightful and very healing. So continue to look for those places. All right. Pamela Lath, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. And here is a card for you. The Lovers. That's a nice card for the week. It looks like this week you might have had a really good time connecting with, the particular special person in your life, connecting with the animals in your life, connecting with the friends in your life, really looking at the things in your life that make your life good and that make your life special, thinking about how to have more of those things and less of the things that don't integrate well as you really work to be the architect of a beautiful life. So this speaks well to your love relationship, certainly. But it also speaks well to you creating for yourself a life that you love. Okay. Okay, and once again, Angelic Michelle, thank you so much for the super sticker. The next request that I see is from Caroline. So nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Okay, Caroline. Two of Cups reversed. This may have been a little bit of a difficult week, having to deal with people who maybe did not meet your expectations or were not helpful to you in the ways that you wanted them to be. If that's on a personal level, a professional level, a family level, I'm not sure. But the key is you must be a good partner to yourself, especially if others are not there to do what you would want or need them to do. So that's super important. And if there is disappointment in other people, you have to kind of look at, is this a person I'm just going to have to tolerate and know this about them? Or is this a person I can separate from? Like, you're going to have to figure out where you have power there and where you have energy and where you have agency. But don't let other people's stuff get to you. You be strong in yourself and you be a strong partner to yourself. Hey, Donna. Donna, I did give you a card over on Instagram. If you didn't hear it, it was the Four of Cups. I remember this. And it really speaks to kind of figuring out what your options are. I feel like for a long time you've not been happy with things that are going on and not really feeling like you have options. And it feels like the energy around you this week was to help you to see maybe you're not happy with your options, but you do have options. And the energy going forward is about working with those options. So thanks for coming on over here to YouTube. It's nice to see you here. Okay, and speaking of Four of Cups, Melissa, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. You started with the Four of Cups. Yeah, was it that kind of week? All right. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. You need a vacation. Seriously, if you haven't had a vacation in a while, consider one. Certainly do consider a January vacation where you come to StarCon in West Palm Beach, but I think you need a vacation before that. I feel like this week has been hard and work has been hard, not in the best way. And what you need to do right now is about rest and replenishing and taking good care of yourself so that you can find new ways to take care of this. There is something here that says there may be a particular project or a particular situation where no matter how you come at it, you're not getting the results you want. And so there's something there that you may need to rethink. And let's see, Robin, thank you so much for that super sticker. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. All right. Hey, Karen Winkle, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Okay. A wrap-up card for you Monday was the Page of Wands. All right, so let's see what we got here for you. Karen Winkle. Now we have the Nine of Wands. So Page of Wands, Nine of Wands. And the Page of Wands really opened up the week with expectation, with learning, with growth, with a youthful energy. And now at the end of the week, we're like, oh my gosh, how much longer do I have to keep doing this? So not the easiest week, but that fire energy, that wand energy, that looking for new and looking for growth and finding communication, that's still there. You are tired at the end of the week and you're feeling a little beat up, and it's going to be important for you to really take time for your own healing. But that fire energy remains with you, and that's important. Okay, Amy Foreman, of course you may have a card. Nice to see you. All right, here is a card for you. Two of Wands reversed. So Amy, I think you're spending some time this past week. I think you have spent some time really thinking about what the way forward is. It feels like there's been a few, well, this is the way, and then no, that's not happening. Well, this is the way, that's not happening. Maybe I want to do this, and really trying to figure it out. And there's a lot of moving pieces there, and there's been a lot that's been out of your control. And so I think this week you spent some time in contemplation, figuring it out. I don't know if you have answers yet, but you're asking the right questions, I can tell you that. Angelic Michelle, of course, thank you so much for being a member here. And thank you for the very kind super chat. Really, really appreciate that. All right, here's a card for you, Angelic Michelle. The Three of Cups. Hey, I hope you had some fun this week. Maybe you spent some time with friends or talking to friends or making plans to do things with friends. Maybe you did some creative stuff. Maybe you just had some time to do things that you enjoy. This is all about friendship and love and celebration. And I hope you did some of that this week. And I hope you'll continue to do that over the weekend and in the weeks to come, because you've worked hard over your life and you deserve it. You deserve it. Hey, Adina, thanks for coming on over. Nice to see you. And Amy Emberhart, nice to see you with your new name. Happy that you're here. Okay, so here I am wishing you all peace, love, and tarot. Isn't that great? That was a gift from Lady Lenormand, Brenda Elizabeth. She makes them on her Etsy page. I think it's called Spooky Stuff Shop. All right. Kathy, you're next. Thanks for being a member here. Monday was the Three of Swords reversed. I remember we talked about that, didn't we? So, that Empress reversed. And man, the reason that this card is such a popular card today, could it be the Earth Mother crying out? Could it be our mothers and grandmothers in spirit, our ancestors reaching out to help us? But what does it mean for you specifically, Kathy? And for you, I get a really strong maternal sense. I wonder if it is a woman in spirit. I don't know if your mother's still living or a grandmother or a great-grandmother, but the idea that this week you have been held in love and in nurturance by a female in your line, in your family line, who is no longer living. And I wonder if you feel that. I wonder if you know that. I believe it's there, and I believe it's part of your healing. So think about those energies and try to connect with that. Pamela, that beat up Aquarian Tarot looks amazing. I want to see all your beat up well-loved decks. I'll get them out one at a time for sure. There's closets full of them. I've been doing this for a long time. But yeah, absolutely, will do. Hey, Diana Price, nice to see you. I know you can't remember your card, but I'm going to give you a card, and I'm glad you've been doing some good writing. I'm shuffling. Hang on, I wasn't shuffling on cam. But you could probably hear it and knew that was what I was doing, right? All right, Diana Price. Thanks for being a member here, Diana. The Chariot reversed. So this week you may have sort of thought about what travel is next and where you're going to go and where you're not going to go. And there may have been some decisions made about things you thought you might do that maybe now you're not going to do or not going to do in the time frame you thought you were going to do. So even though you are moving yourself forward in life really well, I think there are questions about what comes next. Kim Case, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You're signed in on your other account, but I know you're a member here, and I appreciate that. Here is a card for you. The Nine of Pentacles. I think this week you did very well. You may have done well in business. You may have done well in your own personal life. But what shows up here is a sense of creating for yourself security of body, mind, and spirit, feeling comfortable in your surroundings and really enjoying all of the gifts that are yours. And that's a beautiful thing. I hope indeed that was the energy of this week and that energy goes forward for you. All right, let's see. Hey, the next request I see is the super chat from Robin Renee. Again, thank you so much for that, Robin Renee. Thanks for being a member here. And thanks for helping out today with a super chat. And here we go. A card for you. Ah, the Empress right side up. There we go. So, this past week, I think you've been thinking a lot about family relationships and what works and what doesn't and how to make that all work and how to make that all smooth. I think you're also thinking about ways that you specifically will serve women, mothers, children, and their families as you go forward in your work. So very well done. Donna, I saw you. I've done your card on Instagram and here on YouTube. So if you didn't hear it, do get back and watch the replay. Hey, Jake5345, who is Robin? Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Okay, Lisa Harmon, much better than on Monday. Very good. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Wrap-up card for the week. Right, you had the King of Wands that I called the Queen of Wands. That was so funny. Hey, when you work with decks you don't know, in languages you don't speak, these things can happen. Okay. So, King of Wands, thanks for using a members only emoji and thanks for being a member here. The Wheel of Fortune. I think you actually had some good things happen this week. With that King and Queen Wand energy, I think some good things happened, and I think you may have heard some good news about some things. There is a real opportunity here to kind of ride on that energy of good luck and good fortune, to focus on it, to focus on the things that are positive and the things that are going well and kind of ride with that energy forward. So I hope that you do that. Okay, Karen Winkle, a card for Christina R. Monday was the Queen of Wands, and she was another one where I called it the Queen of Wands, but it was actually the King of Wands because it's a deck that was new to me in a language I don't speak. So it's funny that the two of you, where I made that mistake, the two of you come up here together at the same time, that King, Queen energy, that Wand energy. That's so cool. Okay, Karen Winkle, thank you for being a member here. I'm happy to give a card to Christina. And here we have more of that fire energy for you, Christina. The Ace of Wands. Of course, it's called rods in this deck. The Ace of Wands for you, Christina. This week, I think you really are feeling that fire energy, on fire for everything in your life. And even the things that are not going the way you want to, I think you have that glimmer, that spark, that there is a way forward, and that way forward will be good. All right. Oh, Adina, it's so nice to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years. Okay. Georgina Delivia Max, nice to see you here today. Here is a card for you. And remember, these are cards to wrap up the week, insight from the week that you just are getting through, right? So first for you, Georgina, the Knight of Swords. I think this week just flew by for you. I think that you were very good at communication and very good at telling the truth, maybe some hard truths as well. Good at moving forward toward your completion of your tasks and kind of some of the larger things that you're trying to do in life as well. So very well done. Adina, here's a card for you. I shuffled, and Adina, you got the Knight of Swords, but you got it reversed. And so I think this week there may have been a situation with communication. Maybe someone you needed to talk to but couldn't catch up with, or a conversation you know you need to have but you don't know how to have it, or a person around you who isn't communicating well. It may also have been a week where you could slow down a little, take a little time, breathe a little, which I think is something you really need to do. So if you didn't do that this week, please do it. Veronica Zanka, thank you so much. I'm happy to welcome some new people here to the channel. I hope you do subscribe, and please hit that bell so you get notification when I go live or post a new video, because that happens a lot here. All right, and if you like this content, definitely stick around. Veronica Zanka, nice to see you. Here is a card to wrap up your week. The Six of Swords reversed. It might have been a frustrating week for you. Things might have not moved forward as quickly as you would like. There might have been some problems that you have not yet figured out the solution, and you might have kind of felt in your feelings. And it's okay to be in your feelings. But I'm going to tell you this. The solutions that you're looking for probably are going to come from logic rather than from emotion. So there's going to have to be a way that you push forward with that. Hey, Marion Newberry, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Hey, you're the second one to get this, the Lovers. So this week you might have spent time with someone or some people that you care about. You might have been thinking about what creates a great life for you. It might be about embarking on a new relationship, but one way or the other, it's about having love in your life in all its forms. It's about recognizing how lovable you are. And it's about figuring out, what do you love? What do you love to have in your life? And what don't you? And what are those boundaries? And how do you communicate those boundaries to others? Hey, Zuri, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Everyone, Yatsuri Shop has a channel here on YouTube, so make sure you check that out. And here is a card for you. Woohoo, 9 of Cups. Good week, my friend. I feel like, you've been working and working and working and working. And, you, like me, will never get all our work done. There's always more to do, right? But you did a good job this week, really sharing your skill and your knowledge with others. And I think there's a lot here that you can feel very satisfied with. Oh, Horace Van Dunn, it was house guests. Gotcha. I understand. I totally get it. All right, Justina Sina, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for you. The Four of Swords. So I wonder if this week you really practiced some meditation or practiced some other kinds of healing, thinking about healing energy, thinking about how you have to have mental and emotional boundaries to not let other people put their stuff on you. And I think you're really getting better at that, which is a beautiful thing. We love to see that. All right. Oh no, a horrible scare with your fur baby this week. I'm so sorry, Betty Flesher. I hope it's okay. And Smile Soul 20, not yet on the girlfriend, but I think it's coming. Okay, so star 85201. What we do on Fridays is a card for the week that was. And Caroline, oh my gosh, somehow that went by and I didn't even see it. Caroline McLaughlin, thank you so much for the very generous super sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Pamela, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so star 85201. I'm really going to be looking at the week that was that may or may not affect your Saturday. And honestly, I feel like it was a little bit of a tough week. I feel like maybe some things happened that you didn't want to have happen, or some things didn't happen that you wanted to have happen, and you weren't like really sure how to handle all of that. The key is, for this past week and going forward, figure out what your options are, figure out what your choices are, and make the best choice in any situation. It's the best you can do. Nesty, it was an odd week for a lot of us, I think. Bianca Tarot, so nice to see you. Here's a card for you. There she is again, the Empress upright. So Bianca, this week, I think you did a really good job nurturing yourself and others, taking care of what needed to be taken care of, and working on creating security for yourself, which is what you really need. Justine, could that card be advice for my date tomorrow? Let's wait and see how the date goes, shall we? Shall we? Oh, yes, actually, Robin, I had not missed you, but I didn't mind jumping you ahead. That was fine, and I'm glad the reading resonated. Ali Mammon, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. It's nice to see you. Okay, so we'll see what comes up in the cards. Let's see what we got going on here. Six of Pentacles reversed. You know, it has been a week of people, you know, not being balanced, not being fair, not being generous. And the key right now is really about processing that, figuring out what lessons you need to take away from that, and practicing good self-care for yourself. That's the important thing. That's what you have to do, really. And thank you, everyone, for sharing your feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I do read it, and I do appreciate it. Okay, so Adina, I did get to your card. So if you missed it, hopefully you didn't miss it. But if you missed it, you can get it in replay, and I will be back in your area probably next spring or summer. All right, but I do readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, or Zoom, if you want to do it before then. Okay. Oh, Angelic Michelle, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, Karen, that makes sense. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, good, you did get it, Adina. Okay, good, good. Christine, Anna Marie, a card for you. The Page of Cups reversed. This may have been a little bit of a difficult week this week. There may have been problems with communication. You may not have been feeling the love. And you may just have felt a little disconnected this week. Let's turn this right side up for you so that you can find a way to put voice to your feelings, so that your feelings can be heard and understood by others, and so that you can feel the love around you. Julie Barrett, so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Julie Barrett, here we go. Ah, you're the second one to get that. Six of Pentacles reversed. Might have been a little bit of a tough week for you. And I think you have to figure out how much you should do and how much you shouldn't do. And that can be true about a lot of different things. For your health, to help others, in all the ways. How much should you do and how much shouldn't you do? Star 85201, I did not miss you. I did do a card for you. As you can see, this is the Friday weekly wrap-up. I am not answering those kinds of questions. What we do on the Friday weekly wrap-up is look at the week that was, and that is indeed what I did for you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Veronica, glad that made sense for you. Hey, Kay Lyle, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you. Four of Pentacles. It is all about self-care and it's all about boundaries. This week, I think you did a very, very good job with that, and you can see the good results. So that's fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, good feedback. Thank you, Justine. And good, Star. I'm glad, a star 85201. Glad you got it. Very good. Hey, Jeannie Mnuchin. Nice to see you. Yeah, Dina, the chat is there. There's a little bit of a delay for sure. For sure. And Betty, thank you for that. Everyone, please do like this video. Jeannie Mnuchin, thanks for being a member here. Monday was the 7 of Wands. I do remember. And now we have the 5 of Wands reversed. It's not worth fighting about. You can work with people, you can compromise, you can negotiate, you can collaborate, but if it comes to it, don't fight. That's the bottom line. Good, I'm so glad you got your reading, Adina, that's great. Hey Sarah, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I'm happy to give you a card for the week. Sarah, the Hierophant. I think this week you need to recognize you did it like a boss. The work that you're doing, your spiritual work, all of that, like a boss. And you need to recognize that and recognize the power of that. Oh, Ali Mammon, thank you so much for that feedback. That's perfect, and thank you for your kind words. Julie, thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, JF1, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Wheel of Fortune. I think some good things happened for you this week. Whatever that was, just hang on to that and ride with it. And, recognize there's always going to be good times and bad times. There's nothing you can do about that. But if you can kind of hang on to the good stuff and let that move you forward, that's the important thing. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. Yeah, Kay Lyle, that is why good self-care is so important. Okay, Leslie Jones, here we go. A card for you. The 2 of Pentacles reversed. Man, it was a busy week for you, and I'm not sure you're feeling great about all the ways that it went, but it's okay. You did fine. You did the best any human could do. Now you have to rest and take care of yourself. Amber A, so nice to see you. There we are with that Empress again. Amber A, I think this week it was all about sort of nurturance and taking care of what you need to take care of and really working on being well of body, mind, spirit, and bank account. And I think you did a good job. Oh, Sarah, thank you for that feedback. That's good. Hey, Lily, here's a card for you. The 9 of Wands reversed. I think this week you may have been a little bit impatient. You may have not been feeling well. Things may not have been going your way. And I'm so sorry to say that, and I'm sorry to see it. But it's okay to ask others for help. It's okay to take time for yourself. And things will get better. So whatever has been difficult this week, do what you have to do to take care of yourself, heal from it, and mitigate it. Things will get better. All right. Oh, JF1, thank you so much. I'm sorry to hear that. That's hard. But thank you so much for that feedback, sending so much love to you. That is really hard. Okay. Another thing there with the Wheel of Fortune, and that is just recognize none of us can control the wheel of life. We are all strapped to the wheel of life, and it is turned by the gods, not by us. And so looking at the story you just shared, JF1, regarding your dad, I think that totally makes sense. It really does. Sending so much love to you. Okay, this is going to be the last one that I do today. Minnie W. Here's a card for you. The 7 of Cups reversed. This week, you may have had some difficult things, and you may have sort of had some anxiety in your mind, some dark imagining. You have many options in front of you. Choose the good ones. Do not think about every terrible thing that could happen, because guess what? It may not. Try to stay positive. Seriously, that will help. And yeah, JF1, the Wheel of Fortune for that's really kind of blowing my mind. I didn't see it that way in the moment, but now that you say it, it does make so much sense. I could tell you some Wheel of Fortune stories. In fact, I will. I'm going to close with a Wheel of Fortune story. My mother had terminal cancer. This was probably a month before she died, maybe 2 months, something like that. She is at Sloan Memorial, Kettering, whatever that's called, hospital in New York City. I'd gone in to see her, and she needed me to leave so she could do some medical stuff, so I went to find some food. I'm walking, and I walk by this church, and I look up at the church, and there's one of those round stained glass windows with these stone characters that are the four evangelists, and it is the Wheel of Fortune. I swear to goodness. I see the Wheel of Fortune on this church. And I look at that, and it's like tarot is speaking to me from this church. It's a really holy moment of, man, this is beyond my control. This is just how life goes. And it was a powerful message in that moment, and I guess that's how the Wheel of Fortune has presented to you today, JF1. And we are all sending love to you. And you know what? We're sending love to everyone here. Those of you watching on Instagram, thank you so much. Those of you here on YouTube, our members, our subscribers, our new people, please do subscribe. People who came over from Instagram, thank you for doing that. To all the people who helped out with good wishes for the babies and super chats and super stickers. Oh my gosh, I am feeling the love right now. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow with a Saturday Psychic Sampler. That's when you can ask any question you want. And you have to ask a specific question because that's how we roll on Saturdays. I appreciate all of you so much. Have a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And once again, I wish you peace, love, and tarot. Thank you so much. You take care.